Thanks and welcome for joining me. I am Adheri Moses. I will be bringing the news of events that unfolded in Ekwa within the week. Let's look at our top stories. Ekwa executive donate relief materials to Boko's IDPs. It is time to intensify the propagation of the gospel, says Ekwa General Secretary. Church-related ministry organized refresher course for Ekwa pastors and Ekwa Television International to host Worship the King 2024. Ekwa is not only focusing on fulfilling its mission of reaching out with the gospel, but also caring for the needy through advocacy and social services. It is in line with this that the Ekwa executive visit the IDP camp in Boko's local government area of Plateau State to commiserate with God's people who were killed and properties destroyed during the December 24th attack that displaced thousands of the indigenous people in Boko's LGA. The Ekwa president, Reverend Dr. Stephen Panyababawa, speaking on behalf of the Ekwa executive and addressing the IDPs in Hausa language, stated that they are not unaware of their hardships. He reminded them that it is clear, according to the scriptures, that this world is not our home and that our suffering as believers is just for a moment. He encouraged them not to lose faith in God, but to be encouraged by the promises of God and pray for God's comfort and grace to endure. He reiterated that they must not lose faith in God by turning to other gods in times like this, but they must hold God firmly no matter the situation. In an interaction, the president added that Ekwa established the Ekwa Relief Foundation because of the increasing crisis that we are witnessing in our mission fields or in areas where Ekwa established churches. He added that there has been a very mass increase in attacks unleashed on believers in various towns and communities. This calls for the need to engage in holistic ministry where they do not only look at the spiritual aspect of their members, but also their physical, material, and financial needs. Therefore, the foundation, since its establishment, has engaged in providing emergency relief materials to people who are victims of the crisis. He further called on the state government to provide security to the IDPs so that they can return to their ancestral land. Baba Chiroma, a representative of the South of Bokos, appreciated Ekwa and its leadership for the efforts they have put together to ensure that they reach out to them due to the unfortunate incident that befell them, and commended them for being true representatives of Christ. He added that he is hopeful and confident in God's promises that he will neither leave nor forsake them. In an interaction, Baba called on the state government to deploy more security agencies to the area and take active measures to tackle these security threats once and for all. The Ekwa executive presented relief materials such as blankets, grains to the IDPs, and special prayers were offered by the Ekwa General Secretary, Reverend Ayuba Shishe, seeking God's intervention, comfort, and provisions. Also, Pastor Beatrice Danat and Mrs. Dokal Abdul Hamud, who are beneficiaries, and speaking on behalf of others, appreciated Ekwa for the kind gesture. Christians all over the world today commemorate the death of Jesus Christ and will on Sunday commemorate his resurrection, which is the basis of the Christian faith. The Ekwa General Secretary, Reverend Ayuba Ashishe, in an interaction, called on believers from all over the world to see this day as a day to reflect on the sacrificial work of Jesus on the cross and to put more effort into saying that this message of Christ's love for mankind is spread across the world.
I greet you all in Jesus' name. It's so good to be here. And we thank God for the season. And of course, Jesus Christ is the reason for the season. One of the things all of us Christians worldwide should be proud of and be bold to say it anywhere at any given time, that the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ is the sum of our gospel message. Meaning, without his death and resurrection, we wouldn't have had any message to tell the world. And we are grateful that in this season, It's a time for us to commemorate and to go back and have an in-depth look at the sacrificial work of Jesus Christ on the cross. Because of that, I'm using this medium to congratulate all of us, Christians, not only ECWA, Christians all over the world, that it is time for us to intensify the propagation of the gospel, because we have a message to the world, the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Thank you, and God bless you. Happy Easter.
The leadership of the Department of Church-Related Ministry has organized the first induction and capacity building course for the year 2024 from the 17th to the 29th of March 2024 at the ECWA headquarters in Jos Plateau State, Nigeria. The primary focus of the course is to equip pastors to become transformers of the pulpit and to remind them of the need to become true shepherds who will lead the church to greatness. In an interaction with the head of unit, Church-Related Ministry, Reverend Joseph Aduga, reiterated that it is imperative to remind the pastors of their responsibilities and that tremendous success has been recorded due to these courses.
Some of them had finished their seminary for long, and some of the learning they have learned will just bring them back to refresh their brain.
ECWA has a tradition of inducting its pastors, which has over the years helped pastors to have a better understanding of how to handle and manage their affairs as pastors. Unlike in the seminary where they get the knowledge, seminars help them to get the skills. These courses have also helped pastors to be transformers of the pulpit. Seeing these reasons, the General Church Council saw the need to give ECWA pastors a refresher course to make them different pastors. Over the years, the induction course started with just about 50 pastors, but the number kept increasing and pastors have keyed into this vision. Today, they have over 100 participants coming from institutions, churches, and bivocationals. Some of the participants stated that the course has been impactful and called on other pastors to key into the vision.
I want to thank God because of the vision of our leaders. They were able to see this as a priority to their upcoming reverends, for them to come to increase or build their capacity into the ministry, particularly how we can be able to do well in the church, and also the relationship between the pastor and the community where he is pastoring. I thank God because my capacity has been increased. I've been taken from my narrow thinking. I've been placed into a wide perspective. And I give God the glory because I'm not regretting concerning this course at all. The reason is that there are a lot of things that we as pastors are neglecting, and we are seeing it as if they are not necessary for we to find ourselves into it. But coming down to this course, I see it as I have a great role as a pastor as long as wherever I find myself is concerned. And I want to plead, if it's going to be possible, this course should be done at least in every 10 years. A pastor should have a privilege to be coming to refresh himself so that the ministry will be better for the pastor.
Well, I want to bless God for what he has done so far. In fact, when I got to this place, I can see a lot of things that we've neglected before, which even this course opened our eyes to see many of them, and which I believe if we go back to field, we'll be able to perform better, even more than this. So, as for me, I love this course. It really opened us our eyes to many things which can help the Church of God even compute the member and even the LCC. And if out of 170 something people that are here, if 100 of us can go back and perform what we have learned here, I think the church will be better for good. My call to other pastors is that when it is time for them to acquire this kind of capacity, they should not hesitate, because we learn a good course there, and that course is useful even for us most as pastor.
Various speakers deliberated on various aspects of pastoral ministry, and the participants also went around ECWA headquarters, departments, and units. ECWA Television International, in its quest to fulfill its 4-point agenda of connecting ECWA to ECWA, ECWA to God, and ECWA to the world by enhancing the gospel, is organizing its 6th edition of Worship the King, tagged Worship for Spiritual Renewal. Last year, the program witnessed tremendous success, and many people, through the power of God, received healing, and over 100 persons surrendered their lives to Christ. The ECWA Television head of programs, Ms. George Jakada, in an interaction, stated that the concert over the years has yielded remarkable results and has served as an avenue where they witness Christ to many through music. She added that the theme for the concert is timely, seeing that there is an urgent need for spiritual renewal.
I'm really excited about Worship the King 2024, especially that this year's theme is Worship for Spiritual Renewal. You agree with me that in a time like this, we all need our spirit to be renewed, and that can only be done through worship. And you know, the scripture talked about the fact that Christ is looking for true worshippers, people that will worship in spirit and in truth. And this is what we're going to be doing, and this is what we've been doing. I can tell you that Worship the King has been an amazing platform to reach out to the unreached through prayer and music concert. And drawing back from what God has been using this program or event to do, we can tell that indeed ECWA Television and ECWA as a whole is really into the Great Commission of reaching out to the unreached. It was in 2019 in Kaduna where we had over 300 people give their life to Christ, and that has been the trajectory, that because of people's encounter with music, encounter through prayers, through the word, they have given their lives to Christ, and we are really excited about that. And that is why we look forward to Worship the King 2024 that will be taking place in Lafia. We look forward to a time of spiritual renewal, and most especially so that people will give their life to Christ beyond the name Christians, beyond the name followers of Christ, that genuine worshippers will rise up and live for Christ. And that is, we can say that this program has been impactful as the organizer. So we're always excited. This is the time of the year that we're really excited about this event. So we look forward to seeing you all at Worship the King 2024, tagged Worship for Spiritual Renewal. You need to be there. You need to invite somebody to also join. ECWA Good News, Lafia.
The program is scheduled to take place on the 30th of March 2024, where there will be a one-day certificate training for soundmen, video editors, lights, music ministers, and multimedia for church technical group at the cost of 1,000 naira per participant at 10 a.m. prompt. Most of the prayer and musical concert will be coming up on the 31st of March 2024 at ECWA Good News, GRA Lafia, Nassau State by 6 p.m. The concert will feature the ECWA President, Reverend Dr. Stephen Panya Baba, the ECWA General Secretary, Reverend Ayuba Ashishe, and gospel ministers such as E. Daniels, Nikain Chuang, Mizi Adams, Raymond Diaye, among others. Please do well to watch us live on our Facebook and YouTube channel at ECWA Television International. Come and experience an uplifting and transformative worship. That's all on the news. I am Alheri Moses. Have a blessed weekend.